Sorry I couldn't be with you on the midweek review, so I decided to do a quick video here. Let's just do a catch up on where we are, because it's obviously getting pretty choppy here. So far, this is the Nasdaq. So whether the Nasdaq does, the rest of the market follows. So huge sell signal. We've come down on volume. But what have we done? All we've done is come back to a major support level. So we hit the buffers, saw a lot of profit taking around about the 12,500 mark, and yesterday saw that close much significantly higher off of this 50-day average. So I think we're going to continue to see some chop, but I think we will work our way back into that range. Now, if we cannot close above this 12,000, then I think we could roll over. At least have a significant correction, and then come back and find these support levels. Now, if we come back and find those support levels, then I think we can wind our way up and maybe even break those highs. So I'm looking for a 1, 2, 3 wave correction after this huge momentous push to the high side. So that means short term, any dips into levels like back down to that 11,100 could be an opportunity to buy, because if we subsequently can dip down there and come back up, then watch out for this 12,000 level. Okay, if you translate that into the Dow on the daily chart, and you can see we closed this gap and then immediately came right back down to this key support area. These are the July highs, and held, and like the Nasdaq, pushed up. So similar story. I think this is now a key area of resistance, this level that we got down to in February 22nd, I think it was. So if this is a little head and shoulders, I think the shoulder gets completed at that resistance, then I think this Dow can correct. Could potentially come down to some of these summer lows, 26,000. It's triple witching on the 18th, which is a week tomorrow. So short term, looking for some upside, and then into next week, looking to see if that can drop back and then find itself down around this 27,000 mark, possibly 26,000, into triple witching. Again, at that point, if we can hold down, if this pans out, if this can hold, then I think we can build into the end of the year and possibly even breach these highs. So at the moment, this is a very bullish market. That's the key line in the sand from the May-June highs. So we've closed back above them. Let's see if we can now get a little bit more follow through and continuation. It has been an incredibly bullish market, very resilient market. It's taken a lot of negative data at times on the chin when there has been negative data. Overall, the economy, the job creation levels in the US have been getting better, have been improving. So a drop from 15 million jobs to 11 million unemployed to 15 million unemployed to 11 million unemployed. That's reflected in this push back to that gap fill. Now it's a question of whether we can get back to this fire line and then either reject it or hold it and push higher. So my feeling is that, having seen this big sell signal on the 3rd, I think we'll push back into that zone and then see a correction. Okay, so short term bullish, medium term bearish, longer term bullish. Okay, so short term, looking for some pullbacks into that sell area there. All right, let's look at some commodities. Dollar, first of all, dollar's seen a pullback into this 50-day average, and is now, if this is a bearish consolidation, we've hit the 50-day average and now could potentially come back to the lows. So oil is having failed up here at 43.80.44. We pulled back to some support. Now the main support line is there. Main fire line is $35. So we've stopped at 36.30 with a higher close, but not an engulfing bar. So the jury is still out. This could still drop lower. Yeah, if we can't close above this fire line, then we could come and see 34.80. What do I think is going to happen? I think it's more likely that we'll see that 35. But like I said, if we close above 38.75, 39, then I think we can wing our way back up. Gold, so this main support at 1900, we're just still knocking our heads into that resistance area, so we could still see some lower numbers here unless we can close above this 1950. Decent little pin bar here, higher close. But if all we do is march into that resistance, we could fall all the way back to towards 18 and come back to this breakup area. Alright, so the jury's out on this. Decent volume. Divergence in the MACD, but we're not above the midline. So this is a real test for the gold to see if the gold bulls can drag that back up. What do I think is the most likely scenario? I actually think the most likely scenario is we're going to hit that resistance and ultimately pull right back. This looks to me as if it's rolling over. Series of lower highs and some lower closes down here, lower tests. So I think, yeah, so we're coming up to a key junction there. If all we do is come back to that support and get bought again, then I think we can lift up. But hard to judge at this moment. But path of least resistance is down at this stage. Pound. Yeah, I thought we would sell here, but we rode up close to 135 with a significant pullback after all this heavyweight lifting. I think any push into this 131, 132 could see us come all the way back to 128. If that's so, then that bodes potentially badly for the dollar and the indices, because that would mean a lot of dollar strength, which would potentially take the steam out of the US market. So that marries up with the way in which I'm short-term bullish on the indices. So if the indices pop up and we see, as with this pound US dollar, and then subsequently fail, that coincides with the move I'm looking for in the indices. Okay, so again, short-term bullish, mid-term bearish, and if we come back and find support down here at 128 in the autumn, we might find that pushing back up. Okay, if you look at the wave pattern, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly. Okay, we've got some wave counts in between. So if we now come down to a 1, 2, 3 wave correction, then this could be crucial for the pound. This could see the pound really fire up. All right. So we are seeing a lot of volatility, which is good for stocks. A lot of UK stocks are doing well. I've been buying dips in BT, Barclays, and also BP. Let's look at BP. I definitely think if BP can get back above 270 anytime soon, now we had a buy signal here on the Monday the 7th. Yeah, this Monday, closed back lower again. I think this is basing, finding support down here. As if we can hold this 260, 250, 260, close by 270, and I think that's going to open the floodgates. When I say open the floodgates, I think it's going to, that's, I'm not expecting this to shoot up, I'm expecting this to just grind higher. And again, back end of the year, I think we could find ourselves getting close to that 375. Could take a lot longer, but overall, I still think this BP will recover. It's just going to take time. But it's going to really have a problem, I think, with the 283 £3. That's going to take a lot of shove to get through there, but I think at some stage in the coming weeks, days and weeks, we can do that. Hope that helped. Right, there's an offer on the day trading program at the moment. Done a deal with a broker called Markets.com. It's an excellent broker with usually the usual good tight spreads. There's 25% off, which expires end of tomorrow. But if you come to this page on tradetheeasyway.com, come to the Learning Centre bit and come down to the day trading, have a look at what is the benefits of day trading. Click here, because if you then subsequently register for that broker, I get a commission. Now I'm going to use that commission to sponsor your program. So if you sign up there for the broker, drop me a line, and then come back and pay for the program at 500. That's a 275 discount, which is actually more than I get in commission, but slightly more than I get in commission. But okay, so that's a huge discount that's going to end end of tomorrow. So you've got a day and a half to book that, and the program is on Saturday. All right, hope that helps. Keep in touch. Bye for now.